Hey, what up, fellow Kindle authors? Tim Castleman here. I know your time is busy, so let's get right into it. I asked you guys to give me a few books and book covers specifically so that I could shoot a video kind of going over some good, some bad, and some ugly when it comes to book covers. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I've got several pulled up here. I probably will turn this into two parts, provided that it's not so long, and just kind of go over a couple and talk about, like I said, the good, the bad, the ugly. So let's get started. The first one is a book that is in the Amazon Germany section. Now, I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch because I barely sprechen Sie English, so I had to have the old Google Translate do it, so please don't be offended if Google screws it up. So let's talk specifically about the cover because that's what we're here for. If I click that little button right there, the cover should pop up in full high definition. And as you can see here, and even when you go back here, it looks like it was a CD case or a DVD case turned into a book cover. And as a result of that, I don't think that it's very appealing. It doesn't look like, for instance, this one or this one where it's a full flat cover. It's more of an angle like this. So if you're thinking about doing a cover like this, my recommendation to you is don't. The second thing is, I have no idea what's going on in this cover. It looks like I'm going to guess that's an outline of Germany. Hopefully it is. It looks like there's two SS's there, or tornadoes or something. I don't know what the little drawing is here, but that's not, yeah, I have no clue. And then there's a bunch of text which I can't even read on it. And to combat that all, there's this very high resolution photo in the background that's just distracting and pulling away from the white text that you can't see, the black and red drawing and text that you can, and the mysterious gray symbols. So what I did and why I asked some of you guys to provide Amazon links was I wanted to read the description. So here's the description. Most neighborhood disputes could be avoided if neighbors would be on your rights and their obligations adequately informed. Therefore, it may be beneficial. Okay, so this is about neighborhood disputes, right? So this doesn't tell me that's neighborhood disputes. What it looks like is you have two cyclones that are taking out the northeast, never eat shredded, the lower western part. Yes, I literally had to do that. The western part of Germany, right? So this has nothing to do with neighbors in conflict. What I would suggest you do is you go find a Shutterstock photo or some stock image photo, and you have maybe two people in conflict. If you could have like a fence between them, that would be really awesome. Something that shows like a neighborhood conflict. Maybe even, just a hypothetical here, maybe even a before and after. So maybe on one half or the beginning or half of the cover, you've got them in conflict, and then the next one you have them like sitting down, kind of showing peaceful resolution. But I can tell you one thing: this doesn't do anything unless those two, tsunami signals are German for friends fighting each other. This does nothing to teach me what it is. So what I would do specifically for this cover is I would do a flat cover. I would remove the background image. I would remove all of this. I would burn this in a fire. Okay, then I would start over, get a flat image, and have something very clean and crisp that details it. Someone in anger, some frustration, something where people can visibly see what this book is about. And if you're going to have the text there, don't have it in 8-point white font like that. And what I would do is I would probably have a tagline, so how to turn your worst neighbor to your best friend or something like that, so that people can visually see what you're trying to sell them in the book, but also give them a tagline like, oh, hey, yeah, I've got this jerk of a neighbor, and as a result of that, I'd like to turn him into a friend or somebody that's not going to poison all my cats. So this is a book that I would want to do. So I hope that Google didn't screw me up on the translation. Even if it didn't, I can tell you this cover needs to be totally burned, and it needs to go away. Neighboring rights in, it's about neighbors. Have something that actually represents a neighbor. Don't have this, whatever this monstrosity is. So go back to the drawing board, get a flat cover, and by flat cover I mean something like this that pops up flat like that. Have a single image for the eyes to focus on, 2 images at most. Have one tagline or call to action, like, turn your enemy into your best friend or something along those lines. and reduce the text and images. So that's what I would do with this cover right here. All right, rocking and rolling. Let's go to the next one here, okay? This is Orgasmic Communication by Dawn Jean Andrews. A mindfulness guide to building passionate relationships. Okay, so the first thing I saw when I saw this here, and let's see if we can put this up in high definition there. So the first thing I'm seeing is orgasmic communication, okay? Second thing I'm seeing is this. Now, I have no idea what this is, but to me, this looks like it's meant to be a call, right? I think it looks like it is a like on an iPhone or something like that. So I understand the communication thing. I don't understand what orgasms in the iPhone have to do with each other. Actually, if I bet this is a Skype screenshot. So now I'm really confused. A mindfulness guide to building passionate relationships. Do you see how I've screwed up on this word right here, a mindfulness guide, right? Look, I went to college, and that's not to brag because they pretty much let anybody that will pay them into college now. But I will tell you this, right? If I'm screwing that up with my college education, chances are people a lot smarter and definitely a lot stupider than me, stupider being a full word, have screwed it up as well. Okay, so what I would tell you is I would change that, right? A mindful guide. Get a thesaurus and find a different word for mindfulness guide. Orgasmic communication, right? Explain to me what the hell orgasmic communication is, right? Building passionate relationships, okay? That I understand. This image just doesn't do it for me. If I was going to have this book, I would have an image of a couple, a happy couple. She's smiling, he's smiling. If you want to have something like this where fireworks are in the background towards the top, that's perfectly fine. But looking at your book, Orgasmic Communication, I don't see what the hell it's about. And the other thing is, and again, I'm doing these raw, so please understand I'm not picking anybody, but this looks like something that you did in a Microsoft Word or a Paint or some type of Photoshop home project gone wrong thing. Spend money, have a Shutterstock photo or have a stock photo put there. Again, just to be clear, have a happy couple here. If you want to have fireworks in the backward, that's fine. Orgasmic communication. Come up with a stronger tagline here, right? Something, one, I can pronounce, and two, explaining what it is. So because I can't figure it out, I'm going to go look at your book description. A mindfulness guide to building passionate relationship with your friends, partners, and spouse. Okay, well, I'm just going to tell you, I don't want to have orgasms with my friends. With my partner, I don't have a partner, but if I did have a business partner, I wouldn't want to do that either. My spouse, sure, if I need to, right? Need some help with your closest relationships, tired of the same old feelings, getting bored with your partner. So, see, here's another thing I kind of want to mention outside of the cover. This seems like you are trying to angle this to couples, right? Orgasmic communication. So make that about couples. Take out the part about friends. That's creepy. Take out the stuff about partners and spouses, or partners. Leave the stuff about spouse or significant other or something like that. But take the friend part out, because the last thing I want to do is have an orgasm with my friends, okay? Creating that magic afterglow and bonding orgasm without even needing to be in a sexual relationship. Okay, listen. All right, now you've done it, right? Okay, look, I'm not trying to have an orgasm outside of a sexual relationship, okay? I'm not like, man, you know why John's my best friend? Because we orgasm together. So stop. Don't, yeah, I think the hook and the angle of this book should be towards couples, because that is a natural thing. How to have a better orgasm. You see those articles all the time, better sex life, things like that. This will resonate with a couple. I'm not buying orgasmic communications to have better relationships with my friends, especially as a guy, and I obviously have never been a woman, but I can't think too many women. In fact, I'm trying to think of every woman I know, and not one of them has ever said, like, you know, Tim, what I really would like to do with my best friend is have an orgasm, right? Even in college, when I had the chance, right? Okay, so this is a true story of how I developed amazing friendship with my Facebook friend Gary in the UK. Okay, although we never met face to face, we've learned the secret of creating magic when we communicate. This magic does not happen by accident. We had initially lost it, then we learned the secret of creating the magic, even online relationship. Yeah, see, this is all about relationships. So this isn't about friends. Make this about relationship. And if you're going to do Facebook, and it's going to talk about Facebook, then don't use a Skype deal. Use a Facebook thing, or something that resonates with Facebook, because Facebook is hot right now, and people would really greatly appreciate it. Okay, so that's what That's what I would tell you to do with this cover. Get a better photo, target it better to just couples or spouses. Take the friend part out of it. If it's going to incorporate Facebook, have something that represents Facebook if you want to. What I would do is just have a photo of a happy couple communicating lovingly, looking into each other's arms. Simple, clean, basic. All right? Okay, so that's book 2. We're going to go to book number 3. And we take a breath. Okay, Toddler Games by Teresa Ann. All right, so this is children's are adorable, though they hit milestones at different stages. Development is greatly enhanced through fun activities and games. It is proven that children who are active with play tend to hit development milestones faster than those that do not play. Through play, toddlers learn social behaviors. Okay, great. So we're talking about playing, right? And then we have this kid on a laptop, which obviously is not playing, right? And you can tell this kid's not American because he doesn't have a gut, all right? And he's dressed nicely. Just kidding. All right. So the first thing I thought about this was I actually really do like this cover. I like this Toddler Games here. I would probably see if you could use just a different color there and maybe make the G a little more pronounced. It doesn't look terrible, but you got blue, 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 blue. So like maybe you could do brown, not yellow, but some other color there. The thing that kind of caught me here was, wow, this is freaking busy, right? You've got all this stuff here, which is cool, and I'm guessing you're probably trying to allude to this being a smart baby and not a functioning, a functioning child. I mean, that's what you're looking for. But if they're playing games, and I'm guessing these are going to be outside games, I'm just guessing. Let's not guess here, right? Alphabet toddler games, puzzle toddler games. So maybe what you do is you have a photo of a child, either children playing together at a table, or you have like a mother and child playing together. Because again, with your book, you're kind of selling a little bit of an end result. And if I'm a mom, I'm probably looking for cool things to keep my son or daughter entertained. And it would be really cool if they would be at the table doing this, or if I could have some mother, daughter, son bonding time, right? So consider maybe a different stock image, although I do like it. If you're going to keep that same stock image, maybe take some of this out. I don't know. To me, it just comes across as kind of cluttered, right? You got a plane here, you got that, you got a butterfly, you got there's a lot going on. So take away a few of these elements to make it a little bit cleaner. Like, what the hell is this, right? That could probably go away. That could go away. That could get moved up a little bit, just to make it just a touch cleaner overall. That way it's not so busy. Again, you don't have to do that, but it's something that I would kind of consider when it comes there. Okay, so you've got reviews, you've got all that good stuff. Teresa, or whoever the pen name Teresa belongs to, I like the cover. I think it's almost there. I think with some color changes here in the title, making it a different photo, maybe with mommy and me, or two kids playing together. Or if you want to keep this one kind of making it less busy, I think that would be your ticket to success. All right, so we're at 12 minutes, so I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to shut it off here and do some more in the next video. Okay, so this is Getting Things Done and Feel Great, or Get Things Done and Feel Great. 115 holistic ways to increase productivity and boost energy. All right, so I have no idea what holistic means. If it means natural, then I would use natural, right? Don't try to class it up, dirt, as my good friends would like to say. All right, so let's look at this. I like the image, okay? Get things done and feel great. I like it. The person looks happy. They're awesome. 115 holistic ways to increase productivity and boost your energy by Kamal Kowalski. Okay, awesome. So let's just go look at holistic. I love doing this. Holistic productivity. I just want to see. Hopefully you own the holistic productivity deal. Okay. Here's another tip that I'll give you guys when it comes to looking at covers. When I go to covers, right, I try to go to the category I'm looking at and seeing what the other covers look like. So let's just kind of look at these. So you've got this cover, ours. You've got this one, terrible. Not terrible, but needs work. You've got this one, looks like a textbook, and you've got this one, yeah, better land husbandry. That's like the orgasmic communication. I want nothing to do with that. And then you've got this one right here. Okay, so the good news is compared to all of these covers, yours looks amazing compared to theirs, and it stands out. If the holistic market is, let's just look here. Let's just see how many books come up with holistic. Okay, so holistic is got 1,827, right? Let's just go with natural, just to look. I don't know if there's a difference. If there is, sue me, okay? Natural has 17,000. So if holistic and natural mean the same thing or roughly the same thing, you're going to have a bigger market if you go for natural than you do holistic. Plus, to me, natural ways, I would be willing to try natural ways. Holistic ways, I envisioning like having to sleep with a tea bag under my eyes for 4 days as I live off the Amazon water. You know, like I just, it doesn't, nothing about holistic sounds really good to me. And admittedly, I'm a total newbie and talking, out of the wrong side of my face here. But okay, that's just something that I would like you to consider. So with your cover, going back here, what I would tell you to do is I would tell you, actually you don't have to change much on this cover. I really like it, Kamal, or whoever Kamal really is, right? I think it's clean. I think it's basic. Consider changing the holistic to natural. Other than that, Kamal, I'm going to commend you as we end this first video. You did a great job. I would make that one little change. Other than that, I probably would keep things a majority of the same way. The only other thing, just kind of looking at this, and I like the design of it, I think it's really cool. I don't know who tends to be more in the holistic market. If it's guys, then definitely focus on that. If it's females, then have a female image here. Because if ladies are your buyers, they probably want to see themselves represented in your cover, some form or fashion. But if it's guys, keep it guys. Consider going from holistic to natural. And that's it for this very first video.